Callie Pilgrim was born just over a year ago. At birth, she seemed like a happy and healthy baby girl. But things quickly changed.
So they brought her into me the next morning, and I had her in my arms, and she just started throwing up. So she was about 26 hours old at this point, and that was the first indication that anything was wrong.
Tests showed Callie had a blockage in her small intestine and needed surgery. Doctors were optimistic, and the new parents were certain Callie would be okay. But after a few hours in surgery, that optimism changed to fear.
When we opened up the door, there was a doctor, a nurse, and a resident. And just in the pit of my stomach, I knew there was something wrong. When they had opened her up, the whole small intestine appeared to be dead tissue. And at that point, she crashed on the table.
Doctors revived Callie on the operating table, but her little body couldn't handle any more, and the surgery was cut short.
What does this mean for us now? And he said, Callie's condition is not conducive to life.
The new parents worried Callie might not live much longer. They prepared for the worst.
The situation was what it was. On Mother's Day, she got baptized.
Then, Dr. Javed Akhtar entered the room, and everything changed.
Dr. Akhtar said, listen, I'm not a person to give up. The odds are not good, but I'm going to try.
And during that time, I decided that we would provide the baby with the complete support to get her as better in condition as possible and not to give up. I was very much hoping that she would survive.
She needs to have another surgery within 72 hours. And hopefully the intestine will be stimulated enough that we can save some tissue.
The surgery only lasted 2 hours, but for Wanda and Corey, it felt like a lifetime. When Dr. Akhtar emerged from the operating room, Wanda and Corey knew their little girl would be okay.
Because he never even waited till they were just small, and him and his surgical team, they're all amazing. They were walking in the hall and they couldn't keep the smiles off their faces.
I felt, honestly, like somebody was lifting me. The weight that came off me was crazy.
Someone was definitely watching us that day.
Wanda and Corey say their family is together today because Dr. Akhtar didn't quit on Callie.
Dr. Akhtar is, for lack of a better word, he's my hero.
Dr. Akhtar gave us that hope when we had none. He gave us that hope, and he did something that we weren't expecting.
Oh, yay! Wow. Yay!
Well, I believe that the baby was the hero and the parents were the heroes. We were just only the helping people. And that's how I take this whole situation. It makes me more and more and more humble. And that's how I live my life here.
Callie had 2 more surgeries and spent about 6 months at the Janeway. Now, she's catching up.
She has a feeding tube, which she uses, that's her primary source of food. The tube actually just goes in her belly, it's inside, and it sits just above the intestine inside her belly.
Hooray!
Callie is a little bit behind, but this baby is a fast learner.
She's not sitting up yet, but at the same time, she was flat on her back from all these multiple surgeries, so she's still exceeding our expectations.
With help from physiotherapists, baby Callie is improving and has a full life ahead of her.
That's it, push me. Those aren't good, girl.
By 12 to 18 months, she should be on par with other babies her age. I can't thank them enough. There's no words to say how I feel about the nurses in the NICU and on our surgery floor and just doctors in general that we've dealt with.